Do you intend to just use petty tricks the whole time? There you are. I already told you, simple attacks like thrusts won't work. No matter how fast an attack is, it's useless if it doesn't connect. He's calmly controlling this many wave particles. What immaculate control. However, he's not the owner of this wave as well. I'm sure there are only certain particles into which he can put his full power. I had some expectations after I heard that there was a new 7 stars candidate. But I guess my expectations were too high. Do it now. Try tearing the skies apart. Alright then, if that's what you want. For the near-infinite number of wave particles, Russell simply figured out how each particle moved. Jae-hwan felt like he understood the kind of training that Russell had undergone up until now. Just as how Jae-hwan had used thrusts every day, Russell interacted and comprehended the particles, and practiced controlling them over and over again. This is a fight of who had trained harder. And Jae-hwan was confident that he wouldn't lose in such a fight. The time that Russell had spent watching Jae-hwan's constellation mutilation amounted to less than 1 week. However, for Jae-hwan, who had trained in a time cube, that happened 200 years ago. In order to surpass the thrust speed that was limited by his physical body, Jae-hwan had questioned his thrusts repeatedly, and this technique was the eventual result of that. As the range of impact can be limited, the smaller it is, the more power the constellation mutilation would have. A technique that moves later but has a faster impact. If Chung Hyo was here right now, he might have said something like, "You've completely understood the principle of allowing others to make the first move before suppressing them." This is the fastest thrust that Jae-hwan can perform right now. Path of the Wavell Jae-hwan series second form. That's crazy. Did. One of the 7 stars just get changed out. Any last words? From now on, you're the new God Slaughterer. If anyone knows him, bring him to get treatment. I'm Ness, a god of the lake. Russell has helped me before. Would it be okay if I brought him to get treatment? The reason why Jae-hwan only cut off Russell's link with his avatar and left him alive was because Jae-hwan felt slightly guilty for killing numerous gods to the extent that he got the nickname God Slaughterer, and also because of the look in Russell's eyes at the last moment. Not even Jae-hwan knew the exact reason, but right now, it doesn't really matter. I'll definitely kill the next one who fights me. Running away or getting off the metabus won't help you. As you just saw, I can cut off the links of the gods and damage the original bodies of gods. Does anyone want to go next? Don't get scared of him. No matter how strong he is, there's only one of him. He's extremely exhausted after fighting Russell. We just need to defeat him now. That's right, I've used up quite a bit of my strength. But, I still have enough strength left to destroy that 8th floor. There are probably some of the Alliance people hidden among you. I know the Chief Commander is probably watching too. I said I would fight the Chief Commander in a one-on-one fight in 3 days. I never said I would be climbing the branch. Since you deceived me, I'm changing my promise. Choose now. Come meet and fight me now, or watch the whole 8th floor get destroyed right here and now. He's a complete lunatic. He's going to use that skill. The God Slaughterer has declared his intent to slaughter. I don't have enough world power to use constellation mutilation. I'm glad my threat worked. Jae-hwan. I saw everything through the stream. Tell me if you don't have enough world power. I have some stored up. You're not making a fuss like you usually would. I'm already used to you creating trouble. That aside, be careful, there are still some strong ones left. I know. The sound of a watch ticking is approaching. There's at least 3 of them. They're pretty strong. Elite of the 5th Sight, One-Eyed Watchmaker. An eye patch with a number, that's one of the One-Eyed Watchmakers. Are they from the Alliance? To be precise, they're not under the Alliance. Who are they, then? They're the elites of the 5th Sight. The Chief Commander belongs to the 5th Sight. They were sent here to help him. The strength of the One-Eyed Watchmakers is determined by the number on their eye patch. Seeing as how his number is 9, he's a pretty strong one. He's the elite of the elite assassins. Are you here to bring me to the Chief Commander? He's not someone whom my half-assed threats would work against. Did he appear to estimate how much world power I have left? If they're certain that I don't have enough power to use constellation mutilation, then those who are hiding would probably attack me at the same time. Do they intend to corner me and hunt me? Go hide somewhere. Be careful. Should I attack first or wait to counterattack? No matter what I choose to do, I'm in a disadvantageous situation. In that case, I'll charge through him as fast as I can. Stop right there. We have business with him first. I heard you have Yunsi with you. Where is he? Crack. I want you to hand him back to us. He's someone I cherish a lot. That would be a problem. He's in a safe place. Are you trying to hold him hostage? Crack, is it all right for me to interpret this as you trying to interfere in the matters of the 5th Sight? If that's the case, that means you're going against Kronos. Wow, that's interesting. If you're going to make a threat, then Kronos should be here himself, or he should at least send his right-hand man, the Chief Commander, here. You guys aren't really much of a threat. You want to have a go at it, huh? He'll grant you your death wish. Yeah, that's more like it. The toys of Kronos are nothing much. Don't you speak of his name. I was talking. Everyone, shut up. Said, shut up. Sealha, I'm not doing this because I want to fight. Shut up, Imai. This is the strength of one of Crack's captains. Did she intentionally hide her strength previously? She's definitely way stronger than that 7 stars guy I just defeated. You over there. I'll let you choose. Bring Yunsi here. I'll count until 10. If you don't bring him here, that crow is dead. Me? Why me? I can't hand him over to you. Hey, wait. She says, are you trying to fight her? She'll kill me. Why on earth just hand him over? Do you think you can defeat me? What are you thinking? If he joins you guys, he'll just suffer again. What are you talking about? Sealha, I need to talk to you. I can't hand over a child who does such an experiment on children. Don't listen to him. I'll explain things. What exactly are you talking about? If you don't explain yourself properly, you'll be dying here today. I said, stop it. If you die, then I'll die too. She's an executive of crack. I know. If you do, then why are you? Stop. Captain, please stop. Oh, and a bowl of noodles. Haha, I've always wanted to try doing that in the Murim world. Are you really from crack? Yeah. Do the people at crack also usually eat dumplings? Not very often. That's why dumplings taste even better. Is it also true that you kill everyone who tries to talk to you? You're talking to me right now, aren't you? Who would win if the crack sovereign fought with one of the 7 great gods? I don't know, since I've never seen it happen before. I'll still vote for the sovereign, though. I can't believe he asked that question to a captain of crack. While we do have the god slaughterer here, a captain is no joke. If you fought one of the 7 great gods, who would win? Let's talk later and enjoy the food first. Mr. Jaehoon, can I eat the dumplings? You don't have to ask for permission. Oh, Sealha, try this too. It's really delicious. Have a lot of those by yourself. I heard from Yunsi. I haven't said that I would return him to you people. This isn't something that needs your approval. The same goes for you. There's no need for him to go back. If you don't have anywhere to go, come back anytime. Thank you. However, I must go back. I want to go back and resolve this with my own hands. His captain is right here, yet he still dares to try and scout him. That's no ordinary guy. Sealha, make sure to get him. I told you to shut up. Previously, things didn't end well between us. There was no reason it had to end well. I'll take care of him. You don't need to worry. Also, my offer from back then is still available. What do you say? Crack. I already said that I didn't want to. Why? I'll even give you a position. Okay, I'll make you the 3rd captain. I don't need that. Why are you refusing? From your actions, you seem to hate the gods and monarchs too. If you join us, you can fight them to your heart's content. I don't know why you hate us, but it's not too late for you to join us first to take a look before deciding. The crack sovereign wants to meet with you pretty badly. The crack sovereign. Eden talked about him before. The crack sovereign also has something similar to eye in the sky. So, any change of minds? I can deal with them by myself. Are you serious? There are dozens of people coming after this inn right now. You know what will happen the moment we leave this inn, right? It doesn't matter. Well, alright. If you insist, then I won't force you anymore. Even so, I need to repay you for what you did to save Yunsi. Want me to take care of the Alliance underlings? Ah, Anderson, Crack is offering to help us, right? Yeah, I think so. No, there's no need to. Don't get in my way. You idiot. Ugh. Or do you want me to kill the chief commander? Are you serious? You want to kill that, chief commander? Why? What do you mean, why? You lost to him in the past. That was such a long time ago. I would win now. Come to think of it, I saw her name in the rankings back then. She must have challenged the tower before I came here. That means she's climbed to the top floor before. Although no one spoke, everyone knew. Just a moment ago, that the strongest god within the metabus arrived on the 8th floor. To think the day he would personally come to the 8th floor would arrive. There are more numbers now. Was it the Hour Hand Squad? Are you here for revenge or something? We're not here to fight. What? Why? What do you mean why? Isn't it good if they're not here to fight? I know, right? I think it's true that he kills everyone who talks to him. I can hear you from here. Also, I don't kill people because of that. God Slaughterer. The chief commander wants to meet with you. Whoa. The God Slaughterer. Naked Thruster. Naked Thruster. Whoa. You're pretty popular. Not as popular as us, though. Yawn. Why are you guys following me? Just because I'm bored. It's not like they said anything about us following you. Oh. God Slaughterer. What is he doing? Get him. Stop right there. God Slaughterer, I'm a fan of yours. What a passionate fan. How? Can I become as strong as you? All gods have a strong pride because they are beings who have fought in Big Brother and have built their own worldview. Only gods that are stubborn and opinionated can protect their own worldview in the storm of the abyss. And such a being. I want to become strong enough for my followers to be able to rest easy. Is foregoing his own pride to ask that question? Thrust. I'm already doing that. But how many times do I need to do it? I don't know either. Some criticized what was said, some laughed. And some nodded in agreement. The gods of yesterday also nodded. Some doubted him, some understood him, and some were disappointed. That was the only difference. Alliance's headquarters High Palace. This is where the rest of you must stop. Only the God Slaughterer can proceed from here. You really intend on fighting the chief commander? If that's possible, yes. You'll lose. Don't do anything stupid. When did you reach the level of Fury? A few years ago. It seems he's able to deploy a sanctuary. He also has a huge quantity of high-quality world power. Oh ho. If you train for a few more centuries, at this rate, there would be almost no one within the entire illusion tree who would be your match. But not right now. Even though they're both a part of the 7 stars, the strength of Russell and Iadukshini are on completely different levels. Iadukshini is someone who can fight on par with even one of the 7 skies that's one level above the 7 stars. You seem to know a lot about the chief commander. How would he compare to you guys? That's a tough question, we'll only be able to know after fighting him. Sounds plausible enough, then. Look, you seem to get way ahead of yourself just because you've become one of the 7 stars. This is where the rest of you must stop. Serpent Lance. Green Dragon Crescent Blade. True Artisan Sword. Twin Dragon Sword. Sky Piercer. These are items that the chief commander has collected. They're either the original item or replicas that are very close to the original. The security is way too loose. It's probably because they are confident that no one would be able to come this far in to steal them. Thoughts on the Metabus and the World's End, Molark Armelt. Do you want that book? Normally, people want the weapons. What a unique situation this is. Thank you for accepting my invitation so readily. J1 Alliance, Chief Commander, God of Wealthy Adukshini. Are you the Chief Commander? I didn't call you here for a tussle, though. What immense world power. He's one of the top 3 strongest enemies I've faced so far. I see. You're stronger than the rumors say. With that level of world pressure, it means you've gone past the 4th awakening stage and are heading towards the 5th stage. You know about awakening? The tower? Are you the driver? I am doing his job on his behalf. The driver is someone who's very lazy. You could say this is what I get for staying in this tower. The gods within the tower are moving. And the tower is being restored. You've been watching everything so far. Why didn't you do anything when I destroyed the tower? I know what you're thinking, but there's no need to be worried. I'm actually quite fair when it comes to matters regarding the tower. The driver knows that as well, which is why he's left its management to me. Hey, the god slaughterer also destroyed the tower and climbed it. If we also destroy the wall, we can also. More importantly, it's been a long time since something like that has happened. Gah. Kook. My interest was simply piqued. Chief Commander. Has it been 500 years, Anderson? This map can't be repaired. It was fun back then. Yes, it was. Anderson, you've changed. Back then, you were more like a human than a god. I'm still the same, but I do understand you a little better now. Thank you for taking in Eden, Justice, and Artina. Actually, I wanted to let them live longer. They were good gods. Yes, they were good gods. Are you here to avenge your teammates? Not just them. I'm also here to avenge my followers. I heard that your avatar and followers became puppets. I know you weren't the one who instigated that. You've never had interest in such matters, after all. However, you're the one in charge of the Alliance, and you need to take responsibility for it. I have no excuses to give. Honestly, I didn't know you were still in this tower. I thought you would have already seen the last floor of this tower. I have. Is this tower still as fun as it used to be? I thought I'd get angry when I'd meet you again, but right now you look pitiful. Even after paying that price, are there still questions that remain unanswered in this tower? Some questions can never be answered eternally. Even though I know that, I keep asking questions. You should think about your last question now. Maybe I've been waiting for such a day to come. Or maybe I've been waiting for someone who could keep asking these questions for me. Why do you climb this tower? Do you want your worldview to be acknowledged as correct? Jae-hwan felt a strange sense of familiarity from the man that stood in front of him, just like how he felt when he saw Samyung-garam. There was a kind of aura that was exuded by those who had countlessly anguished over their worldview. The man who stood in front of him was someone who was curious about the end of the world or may have pursued it at some point in time. I'm here to find my friend. Your friend? Unfortunately, it seems he's not in this tower. That's why I want to meet the driver and ask him about the first nightmare. All questions possess a strong power. Just asking questions alone could destroy the world. If a world could be destroyed that easily, then it was destined to be destroyed from the start. While you're correct, those questions aren't ones that the driver can answer. What do you mean? I'm saying that questions that are too big cannot be asked. Huge questions are too big in volume, and no God can answer them alone. That's why there's a need to break questions down and keep asking smaller questions. You're saying that I must thrust the smaller ones first before I get to the bigger ones. I guess you could say that if I were to express it in your terms. Is the god of wealth, Iadakshini, stronger or weaker than the god slaughterer, Jaehuan? This is probably the smallest question that you're facing right now. If you want, I could give you that answer right now. Of course, if I were you, I wouldn't want to hear the answer now. Why? Because you won't be able to get the correct answer. You said you've been to the top floor, right? Yes. What question did you ask the driver on the top floor? I can't tell you that. It seems you weren't able to obtain the correct answer either. That's why you've stayed here in order to climb to the top floor, right? It seems it'll be meaningless to continue this conversation any longer. My reason for calling you here is simple. I want you to participate in a branch climb that'll take place in 3 days. I won't do it. You don't have the choice of refusing. Making threats won't work either. If you want to, you can try. What? You're very similar to the Anderson from 500 years ago. I saw the technique you used to defeat Russell. It was remarkable, but that's not enough. There are at least 10 beings in the abyss who could make you explode with just their finger. What are you trying to say? I can see how you can grow stronger. You're definitely the type to train a single technique to its extremes to get stronger. Like a being who would ask the same question over and over again. While you might be better than anyone else in this world at asking just one question, you lose the chance to ask all the other questions due to you obsessing over that question. Just like how you focused on quickly climbing up the tower but missed the chance to see the sights from the 2nd floor to the 5th floor. I'm not here to sightsee. That's precisely why you should have taken a closer look while climbing it. The mayor's tower is like a piece of artwork. If you don't take your time to look at it from the start, you won't be able to discover what it really is. That is why I've given you 3 days, arrogant awakened. I'm hoping that'll be enough time for you to prepare a few smaller questions. Why are you giving me time to become stronger? Anderson already knows that you can't defeat me in your current state. The reason why she still accepted my invitation was because she trusted me. I am paying my respects to that trust. You're very lucky, Jaehuan. You're a god who's naive. Think of this as the life you've lived that's giving you a second chance at life. Be thankful that you still have time left to ask questions. Wait, didn't you just go in just now? The chief commander, Iadakshini, can turn back time. That wasn't an illusion, and he really turned back time. Yes. A demon I knew said such an ability doesn't exist in this world. I understand why he said that, but there are definitely abilities that can turn back time. Although it's only on a lower level. Words like regression would be too grand for it. That means that ability has limits, then. I thought you guys went to hide elsewhere. We wanted to go to the safety region, but the Alliance noticed, which is why we decided it'd be safer for us to defend ourselves in this place. Looks like the Alliance knows how many people we have on our side. If we confront the Chief Commander right now, everyone will probably get wiped out. I heard you met the Chief Commander. What did he say? Is the war starting now? Did you really meet the Chief Commander? We've decided to fight in 3 days. The Alliance won't make any big moves until then. No idea. He's a little strange, after all. In any case, I intend to stay here for the remaining 3 days. I need some time alone, so don't disturb me. Mr. Jae-hwan, what should I do, then? I've been practicing thrusts every day. Can you perform the normal thrust now? I still can't do it properly yet. Continue training with the other gods. You're not to participate in any fights until you can use the strong thrust. Yes, sir. I'll see you all in 3 days, then. What are you going to do for 3 days? I'm going to look at the tower's lower floors. Why? Because of what the Chief Commander said. I remembered some memories I had forgotten. What memories? I heard that the mayor who made this tower was a master. In that case, that mayor must have left a secret behind in this tower. Siren had said it before. All towers of nightmares possess the intent of the mayor. That means there must also be traces left behind by the mayor in the metabus. Still doing business even at a time like this? He really doesn't let up. It's already difficult for the metabus to return to its former days because of the misappropriation committed by the Alliance. There's no way a package like that will allow you to find the secret of the tower. They're here. You want us to protect you for 3 days? I intend to do some training. I need protection while I train. Is that all you need? This is all you need as repayment for saving Yunsi. I won't repeat myself. Heard that, Imai. Protect him well. Passing on work to me again. I'll protect him together with you. Arg, this is so dirty. What are you cleaning in someone else's unique world? Whoa, you scared me. When did you come in? Just now. I'm asking why you suddenly came in. Aren't you going to train? It's because the tower is here. What nonsense is that? Can you make some sense? The current metabus isn't in the original form that the mayor created. The place I'm going to look into is the metabus of the past. What? Wait, could you be? The place I'm going to look into is the metabus of the past. What? Wait, could you be? The metabus of the past, you're very familiar with it. Wait a second. Ugh. The metabus from 500 years ago. The reason why the gods can't climb to the end of this world is simple. It's because they're too heavy. This tower acts as stairs that are made for gods that are too heavy. Those were the words left behind by Neil Crash, the mayor who made this tower. You said you already fought with the Chief Commander, right? Yes, that was a long time ago, though. I'll tell you this in advance, but my class is going to be very tough. That's exactly what I want. Hey, did you hear a sound? What sound? It sounded like a clock needle. See, Crack, you've got sharp ears. Invaders. Did they kill the gatekeeper? Who is it? Don't you know where this place is? You guys are probably given your time label in order of your strength. The strong ones between 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock don't seem to be here. Will you guys be able to stop me by yourselves? I'll make this short, ask the chief commander to come out here. Please stand down. I don't know what's happening in Crack, but why are you making such a ruckus here? If you don't stand down, we'll mobilize the troops of the Alliance. Are you the new military advisor of the Alliance? While he's not at the level of the 7 stars, he's definitely stronger than the 6 metabus gods. You're the one who ordered the kidnapping of Yunsi on the 7th floor, right? Looks like you don't intend to stand down. It can't be helped, then. Get her. Tell the chief commander to get out here. Do you think we'd be afraid of Crack? Ha! Looks like the reputation of Crack has hit rock bottom. Sea of blood corpses. Kook. Pathetic bastard, you don't even know that you've been decapitated. Hey, the two of you over there. I'll spare your lives, so get lost now. I can't let all of you die. I need someone to inform the others about this. Long time no see, Sealha. You came out before they reported this, huh? Long time no see. Senior. Why have you come here? Why else? How long do you intend to play chief commander? The Crack Sovereign seems to want you to return. Haven't you kept him waiting long enough? After you and Chung Hio left, things have gotten weird over at Crack. You know it too, don't you? It's hard for the Crack Sovereign to handle everything by himself. Sealha, we can't be on the same side again. Is that why you've crawled into the 5th site? It seems you've stolen the time flu from Kronos. Why don't you just turn back time to 700 years ago and save your dead sibling? Get rid of Crack and the 7 great gods while you're at it. Turn everything back to when gods and monarchs didn't exist. I wanted to do that, but that's very difficult to accomplish. Since you can't do anything, you've decided to stay trapped here like a criminal, huh? Do you still ask weird questions by yourself? I still ask questions, but recently, I've been starting to doubt my reason for asking questions. That's why I also wonder about the kinds of questions that other people ask these days. For example, go back and never come back again. If I see you again, you'll be my enemy. I was going to leave, but now, I think I'd feel better if I killed you before leaving. The god of wealth, Iadakshini no, the former 2nd Corps captain, Kim Seun. I'll get rid of you right here and now. Return, and never come back. If I see you again, you'll be my enemy. I was going to leave, but now, I think I'd feel better if I killed you before leaving. The god of wealth, Iadakshini. No, the former 2nd Corps captain, Kim Seun. I'll get rid of you right here and now. A storyline like that won't do anything to me. A cube? The time manipulation was a trick. Kim Seun. Rest. 3 days will be over soon. In 5 minutes, the branch climb, the 8th floor's mission, will start. It's been a while since I've seen such an atmosphere. Carlton, have you arrived? Yes. I climbed in a rush, so all the trust that we saved up has been used. What? We took so long to save them up. No. This isn't the time to worry about trust. Have you found Jae-hwan? I haven't found him yet. Are you sure he's here? Yes, he is. I heard he got into contact with the people from Crack 2. He must be in this vicinity. Slight thrust. Normal thrust. Followers of the Fortress Master. Your posture is good. You can probably move on to learning strong thrust. I think they call themselves the Naked Thruster Crew. I think I've seen them on Little Brother, but that posture. That's not how you do it. I spoke unknowingly. Oh, mister, what did you just say? If you have any complaints about our training, you should give it a try yourself. Gah. Oh. He wasn't just all talk. Wow, you're really good at this. What kind of thrust was that? Oh, this is the Chung Hyo thrust. It's a technique made to thrust at a man known as Chung Hyo, and it's used by the one who taught me this from time to time. In 10 seconds, the branch climb will start. It's starting soon. I have a part, so I need to get going first. Good luck. You too. Make sure to survive. Details of the mission have been posted. 1. Branch climb is a mobility art competition, to be the first to reach the finish line through running a designated course. 2. There are buffs that raise special abilities. 3. The passenger with a buff will have increased mobility speed and stamina recovery speed. 4. When you kill the passenger that possesses a buff, you can steal it from them. Touch a route near you and you'll be moved to the mission location. Is this how I do it? You have chosen route number 461. Moving to the location. Am I going into the tree? Run. Hey. Are you here to play? If you're not going to run, then don't stand in the middle of the road. I see. We need to climb these spiral stairways. If I climb to the top, I would probably be able to meet the Fortress Master. In that case, I'll climb it in one breath. Hey. That's cheating. I let my guard down. Is there no way to climb this easily? Hoo-hoo, you fool. That's what happens when you try a shortcut. Do you think you can climb this place safely while ignoring its laws? I don't see how shortcuts break the law. Also, I'm not the one breaking the laws, you are. Carlton, Conversation Law, Article 1, Section 5. Never swing sword first. Kook. You should have kept to the law, you have double standards. Carlton, Conversation Law, Article 1, Section 1. Never cut off someone when they're talking. What the hell? Look over there. Silver chains. I've seen that before on Little Brother. The law addict. A handsome man. Whoa. He just waved his hand at me, right? Silver chains, you're so cool. Good luck, law addict. What's that? Am I supposed to climb that stalk-like thing now? The scale is bigger than I thought. Seeing as how there are multiple passageways, this must be a space where survivors from the other routes would join up. In that case, the Fortress Master would also be here. Carlton, Conversation Law, Article 1, Section 5. Never swing a sword. Carlton of Silver Chains. You're around the start of 4th stage awakening. No known sanctuaries. Your main storyline would be the Silver Chains and the Silver Holy Lance. Carlton, run away. Don't get all excited over laws and start fighting. The guy in the middle, he's 12 o'clock of the One-Eyed Watchmakers. He's as strong as one of the 7 stars. Siren, you were watching me. Don't worry. I'm no longer the stubborn freak of the past. However, even if all I do is to keep them here, that'd be of some help to the fortress master. Arg. You're such a stubborn freak. Carton-style reinterpretation strong thrust of. He deflected my thrust with his bare hand. Deploy your sanctuary, Silver Chains. If you don't, your time will end here. Carlton, Survival Law, Article 1, Section 1. My life will only be used for the fortress master. Interesting. You'll probably die, though. Silver Chains. They're nothing but mere chains. I got him. It's not 12 o'clock. Enough fooling around. Carlton is a mixed blood of celestial and human lineage. He was born from a root and will fall into chaos if he dies. That's why, unlike other humans, he doesn't have a hometown. The place that he's grown attached to and stayed in for a long time, the world that called him the Northern Gate Captain. And the hometown that he grew up and lived in, chaos. That chaos mon si beside him. Enough fooling around. Carlton, I saw your thrust. You've reached a level which can only be achieved by people who have stubbornly repeated their training over and over again. Whether in chaos or the abyss, you're still just as stubborn. Well, that's coming from someone who's destroying everything in both chaos and the abyss. Want a little help? I didn't come here to get help. There's no need to worry. Please advance forward. I'll hold the enemies back as much as possible. But that man might be a little tough to deal with. I'll leave the rest to you. Are you one of the 7 stars? I have no interest in those trivial titles. He's weaker than Russell, but he's definitely strong. He's on the level of the 7 stars. Chung Hyo was right in saying that there are a lot of hidden strong people in the abyss. I guess there's a reason why the strong of the abyss is a phrase people say. Even Mino, whom I first met in chaos, mistook me as one of the strong of the abyss. Focus on the fight. Are you looking down on me? Nightmare of the Noon Sanctuary deployment. I'm surprised. Jean Yunsi turned me into a kid too. Can sanctuaries be used this way as well? I'd like to see how much longer you can act so relaxed. Dodge the attacks of your opponent for 10 minutes. Every time you take damage, the remaining time will be reduced. Every time you deal damage, the remaining time will be increased. Once the time is up, you will be dealt a fatal hit. Try dodging it if you can. The remaining time has been decreased by 1 minute. Do you think the likes of you can handle the flow of time? You have no chance at winning in a battle of speed. Try using that technique you used to defeat Russell. Looks like the gods of the abyss like to tell their opinions to their opponents. He's right. Things would be tough for me in a battle of speed. I'll put all my strength into one thrust. Fortress Master, watch out. That's the technique he used in his battle with Russell. While it's very powerful since it condenses power, it looks like his body wasn't able to handle the recoil. He just used his one-time ultimate attack. What? There was no report saying that he could use it a second time. Could he have gone through unexpected growth in that short period of time? No, this isn't the same technique he used on Russell. Strong thrust. Consecutive thrusts. Although it is strong, it's still an attack used without his sanctuary being deployed. I'll just corner him again after I endure all his attacks. He won't be able to use such a powerful attack again. My chance will come. I'll attack when he becomes tired soon. It should be stopping, though. When does it end? Strong thrust. 50 consecutive thrusts. The Fortress Master became even stronger. Is he a monster? How could he be so powerful even without his sanctuary? Could it be? Sanctuary deployment is a technique used to turn a certain area into one's own territory. It uses a lot of world power and it's hard to use it recklessly. That's what got Jaehwan thinking. Is there a need to deploy a sanctuary just for a thrust? For the last 3 days, he came up with a technique to deal with the strong of the abyss. Jaehwan reduced the area of his sanctuary as much as possible. Targeted sanctuary deployment. That's so absurd. Not long ago, he was only at a level similar to Russell, who's one of the 7 stars. But in just a few days. Fortress Master. There's no time to stop moving. You need to climb up quickly. Sorry, but I can't allow that. The god of flames, Ignis, narrows his eyes. The dragon god, Droyan, has his interest piqued. The god of doom, Thanatos, grumbles and says, that boring old man is still alive. My name is Shiyu. Have you heard of me? Some gods are shocked at the appearance of the god of aging. A very small number of gods are on guard against the god of aging. The god of flames, Ignis, says that this isn't a place for one of the 7 skies to interfere. One of the 7 skies.